Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Oaklawn Park here on Friday. It is April the 13th, 2018. Gonna look at the stakes races on today's program from Oaklawn, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. This card today and tomorrow from Oaklawn, they're two great cards, and I'll be looking at tomorrow's card here on YouTube, the stakes races at least. It's just a great weekend of racing from Oaklawn. It's closing weekend, but next year, closing weekend won't be for another 3 weeks because next year they're going to be closing Kentucky Derby Day at Oaklawn, which I think is a great decision. I like warmer weather. I think most people like warmer weather. Why run in early January when you can run in late April, early May with the warm weather and have more people on track? So I have to applaud Oaklawn for extending the meet. Knowing the old farts, the horse racing, they probably don't like the change, but you have to change. You can't do the same thing over and over again. You need some difference. But I applaud Oaklawn for doing something different, and it probably, everybody's probably bitching about the field size. Oh, the field size is going to go down. Not with the $100,000 allowance races, I must say. That won't be happening. You might get small field sizes at Keeneland and early Churchill races, but nobody's going to be leaving Oaklawn for lower purses. Everybody wants to come to Oaklawn with the better purses. But I'm off subject now. We have to get to today's stakes races 7 and race 9, the Apple Blossom, which is always one of my favorite races. So let's get on to it. Starting off with race number 7 from Oaklawn. The 7th race, it's the 46th running of the Fantasy Grade 3 purse, $400,000. It's fillies of 3-year-olds here. Field of 8 horses, going the distance of ground of 1,700 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16 on the Oaklawn main track. I show the diagram, just gives me a second to look down in my notes, just bear with me. My top pick in this race, I like the number 8 horse here. The number 8, Wonder Get Out. I'm going to go 8617 in the superfecta. 8617 super. Top pick number 8, Wonder Got It. It's 2-1. David Cabrera is on this trio filly by Medaglia d'Oro. This horse is an Ontario bred, so you'll probably see this horse up at Woodbine this summer, possibly in the Woodbine Oaks, possibly in the Queen's Plate. The fillies have really good records in that race. I think a few weeks ago when I backed this horse, I said she would be my pick for the Queen's Plate right now. I still say so. She has a good chance. So if you want to go in the future betting, back this horse in that race. But this horse's most recent run came in the Fairgrounds Oaks at the Fairgrounds, mile 16, the 24th of March. This horse finished third by 3/4 of length that day, and just out about mid-pack, was very wide that day. Really just never had a good run. I think today, if this horse can save some ground from the outside, I think this horse could run a major race. Before that, the Fairgrounds, mile 16th in the Grade 2 Rachel Alexandra, finished third by 3 3/4 lengths, and again, this horse was just too wide around the turns and really never had a good run. I have a feeling this horse maybe did not like the Fairgrounds a lot. The Marcasse horses, they tend to do okay here at Oaklawn when they come in for the stakes races. And I think with changing scenery, this horse will run well also. But before that, the Fairgrounds, mile 17, January 13th, in the Silver Bullet Day, probably this horse's best race at the Fairgrounds over the winter. This horse finished second by neck, just stalked that day, a little dueling, got the lead, then got overtaken. It was her best race over the winter. And then before that, her best race ever came in the Demoiselle here in New York at Aqueduct, December the 2nd, mile and 8th. This horse won by 1 3/4 lengths, stalked early, got the lead, and then took off clear. A very nice victory for this horse. I like this horse quite a bit here today. Watch out for this horse to run a big one. So to recap my bets for the 7th from Oaklawn, it's the 46th running of the Grade 3 Fantasy. I'm going to go with the 8 horse Wonder Got It. I'm going to go 8617 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 9 from Oaklawn. The 9th race, it's the 54th running of the Apple Blossom Handicap. Grade 1 per $700,000. Which fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses, going the distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or 1 mile and 1/16 on the Oaklawn main track. And I thought this race was always run at the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/8, 9 furlongs. I didn't know it was 1 mile 16th. Maybe they switched it up this year or something like that. But my top pick in this race, I like the 2 horse Unbridled Mo. I'm going to go 2516 in the superfecta, 2516 super. Basically my top 4. Everybody, occasionally I get a person to ask me, oh, why do you give out superfectas? Basically it's my top 4. Say the 2 horse Unbridled Mo scratches out of it. My next top pick would be Unique Bella, but at 2-5, she's very beatable in this race. I think I love the 2-horse Unbridled Mo as a top pick. 5-1, Ricardo Santana Jr. is on this 5-year-old mare by Uncle Mo. Todd Pletcher trains this one. This horse's most recent outing came at Gulfstream, the 19th of February, 1 mile in the Grade 3 Royal Delta. This horse finished fourth by 5 1/4 lengths that day, and was just stalking the pace setters that day, and almost had the lead at the 3/16 pole, and then that never really took off. Just kind of hung a little bit. It wasn't her day to win. Martini Glass, who won and won next start out, ran a much better the race. Before that, the 21st of April at Keeneland, mile 16th in the Double Dog Dare Stakes, Grade 3. Horse won by 3/4 of a length. It was only a field of 4 horses, and this horse was 40 cents to the dollar. This horse stalked early, got the lead, and, took off very nicely at the end. Had that speed you need going a mile 16th at Keeneland. And then before that, Sam Houston, mile 16th in the Grade 3, Sam Houston Ladies Classic. Horse won by 2 3/4 lengths. Sat back early, was a little bit wide the stretch, but then took off clear, destroyed that field. Looking over her races, she's making her second off a long layoff today, and I think she should run well. You could give the excuse last time out that she didn't run first start in nearly 8 months or so, but I like her a lot here today. 5-1, I think she's a logical top pick, so watch out. So to recap my bets for the 9th from Oaklawn, it's the 54th running of the Grade 1 Apple Blossom Handicap. Gonna go with the 2-horse Unbridled Mo. Gonna go 2-5-1-6 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5.